Okay, let's go.
Fuck.
Fuck.
No, I'm trying to.
It was 7. It was 7, bro. It's not even. We're doing it on time. Now we got a fucking race. Fucking speed racer.
No, we don't. I'm just trying to get into the. I'm talking to myself, not you. I'm getting my.
Let's
my
fucking
I'm
make
getting
out.
I'm getting
You
there.
getting?
I'm trying.
Let's get there.
We had a quick break.
Break.
I got in the relaxed mood, and now I'm getting back to it.
Let's do it.
Podcasting. That's what we're doing.
Oh.
And we're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Vidya.
Games.
Vidya
games.
Video games.
I'm playing video games.
Mm.
What are you guys playing?
You can answer that. Well,
no. What are you guys playing?
No.
Let me know on the comments in the DMs, baby. I want to know. Are there any good games that we should play?
Yeah. So, that's not how we're starting this. This is going to be the first time for Joel and I's format for this one. It's going to be more of a games focused thing. We had a general 3 arc timeline for this thing, and it was going to be kind of what we're playing, some interesting news, what we're looking forward to. And so we'll try to be succinct, but as Joel and I are one to do, we will deviate hardcore probably.
That's the whole point, though.
Hell yeah.
That's the point.
Hell yeah.
That's what people like. People always say, dude, deviate more.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm into that. I wish they would do that on Adventure Zone more. That was whenever they deviate in Adventure Zone, I laugh my ass off.
I know.
I need to listen to that again.
It's a good show.
Yep. So I have a lot of games to talk about, obviously, because I always do. But
no, I don't even believe that.
Which ones are you playing right now? You go first. Daddy.
I'm actually not allowed to tell you guys. No, okay. So I bought the Persona 3, right? So I've been playing a little bit of that.
How far are you into that
one?
How many days? Like 20 days, you're saying? Or
man, I haven't even joined a club yet, but I have been spending a ton of time. I'm level 8. I haven't joined a club yet.
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel like I am just going in and playing the actual like that part more than I'm doing anything else. I'm almost going every night back, and I'm trying to get to get as high as I can until I get like wiped out. So, yeah.
Do you only have Mitsuru?
Yeah.
And what's the other girl's name?
I don't know, but I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the your friend. It's your
do you
buddy.
have Akihito? What's his name? Akihito?
I don't have anyone, but the dude who wears the hat, and then the
Junpei.
girl that
Junpei.
is your roommate with.
Yeah, whatever her name is. I think it starts with a yay. Yay.
Yay. It starts with a yay.
But then Mitsuru is the class president. Yeah.
I can't even be her yet.
You can't?
No.
Oh, it's just you 3?
It's just us.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
That's how I'm saying. That's how early I am.
That game's awesome, dude.
It's super good. I love it. Again, I'm enjoying the crap out of it. The fact that it looks better to me than the PSP game for the most part, and I'm like, that's just what I'm used to. That's what I played, So I know we talked a little bit last week about I didn't realize it was on a PS2, so you could walk around and stuff. But I like this version. It keeps it cleaner to me. And it's fine.
And like you do get to wander around in Tartarus is not interesting. Tartarus was never that interesting in the first place.
Square.
It's better than like what it was beforehand.
Yeah.
As a dungeon, like a main dungeon, but Tartarus is copy and pasted different colors.
I saw someone playing Persona 1 and I want to play.
I do too.
The songs were fucking great. That's why the whole meme was playing Persona 1 for the first time, and then it's just a meme of someone dancing like this. Like, and like to every single playing that they're doing. Like, they're in the classroom, they're wandering the streets, they're in a fight, and I'm just like, oh, damn. Like, it is all good music. So,
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's the same.
What's it on? Came out PS1?
PS1 and PSP, and they are both expensive.
Well,
but you
not if you have something else.
Exactly. And the same with the two after it. There's Eternal Sin and something else. Just Persona 1 and so there's 2 Persona 2s, and it's like 2 stories in Persona 2's thing.
Got it.
So Persona 1, there's a couple, if you're going to actually do that, there's a couple patches out there that'll kind of mitigate some of the wild encounter, or some of the random encounter rates. Because in the very first Persona, the random encounter rate was awful. Like, awful.
Yeah.
Like Earthbound 1, or not Earthbound, Mother 1 levels of awful,
Yeah, it's like
every
constant.
4 or 5 steps, you're like, oh my gosh, this is just tedious.
Yeah.
So there's a couple stuff for that out there if you're going to do that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. The PSP version, I think, actually remedied it a little bit, but
hell yeah.
I don't know. I can't say it with full confidence.
Yeah,
but
so
you're
that's
loving
not a possible in the future. Then I've been playing Tactics Ogre as well. Still,
Are you almost? How far are you into that? How many hours are you into that?
over 20 for sure?
Okay.
Which feels like nothing because I feel like I haven't really done a ton. Like my level player cap is still 12, I think.
Yeah. It's
Which
got a
is-
lot. There's a lot to that game.
Yeah. I also still can't figure out how to fucking raise my level. Like my level. Obviously, the characters' levels can raise up until like whatever your cap is. And I can't figure out how to get past it. And I've looked up things online and no one says it.
So just
So I
keep going
just
through the
feel
story, maybe, or
Dumb. Yeah, I guess. Maybe it's just literally related to how
yeah,
far
dude.
I get.
How long to beat is Tactics Ogre Reborn? The main story is about 57 hours.
Ooh. Yeah.
Completionist is about 150 hours.
Okay, because I'm doing a lot of training. I pretty much every time I fight, as soon as I get an available new level or multiple levels, I train until all the people who I care about are that level.
Okay. I
So-
want this game.
It's very good. It's very fun.
I think I might do it on PS5 though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not sure.
Do they have it on the PSN or whatever, like the network?
Yeah, you can download it. Yeah.
No, but like for free, like if you paid for their monthly subscription.
sorry. No, it's not. It's not that. No.
That's a bummer.
Sony.
I feel like that'd be a good one to put on
Sony
there.
will. Well, yeah, but Sony doesn't. Sony has like been very clear. Like, they're not going to do day and date. They don't think it's a feasible business model. And like I kind of agree because like Xbox has been bleeding money for a while because Game Pass is a really good deal. You know.
It's a really good deal.
But it does like it's expensive for the company to do, and Sony's not gonna.
But they already do it. They already do it for PC.
What do you mean?
They had PSN, which you could PS Now.
PS Now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's not
it's not
day
a
and
thing
date. That's
anymore.
just old games they've been able to put on after they've sold a bunch already.
That's fair.
That's what
fair.
they'll do. They'll do like they do have a subscription service, but
Mhm.
to get like day one releases
Oh,
on
yeah.
there, you'll never see
No, I
Sony
think
do
I
that.
think most games the
Yeah.
fact that Xbox does that, but I feel like Xbox doesn't really do that with a lot of the amazing games. It does it to me with a lot of games that
Well-
are going to be hit or miss.
All
So
their
they're kind of just like, well, this is a fair bet.
All their first party games are going to be on Game Pass day
Is
one.
it? All their first-party
even
games?
Starfield will be on Game Pass day one. So
Oh
and so
yeah.
will Redfall.
Nah, I don't really care. I'll play
Okay,
it. It's
good.
free. I'll play it.
That's why I was like,
There's no way
Yeah.
I would play it if I would never pay for that game. It does not look interesting.
Redfall
or
looks.
good
I
to
know
me.
it's an arcane game too, and you're like, well, I know they make good games.
Yeah.
Dishonored and
Yeah.
if you like Deathloop, I didn't like Deathloop that much.
I didn't like
but
Deathloop.
I just thought Deathloop was a subpar roguelike in a year that had like 3 other great roguelikes that were insanely good. That's a rant we can go on later. But sorry, Hades and Returnal. Sorry, like those are just top tier.
Yeah.
So, and then you had Curse of the Dead Gods and a bunch of other smaller ones that were all really good too. Dead Space Dead Cells had a decent update that year, and you have Deathloop, which is like just not anywhere near as good as any of those.
Yeah, it was weird.
So-
I really felt like the concept was going to be amazing.
Oh, the
and
concept-
it just did not land.
The
at
concept
all.
is awesome, but the
More
story,
like the story, yeah.
is like really
Like I liked the world, I liked the characters for the most part, and then but it just the story itself was I was like I just lost interest so fast.
I don't know, man. I'm with you on that. Like I have played probably 15 hours of that game,
That's more than me. I only
and
did, like,
I know I
5 or
played. I've
8.
tried to give I'm trying to give it a fair shake, and I tried, and it's just like nothing about that game really feels fantastic. Even the shooting still feels like a little like weird to me. I don't know. Not my game. Not my game. I also don't understand how like. Oh, we don't need to dig on people. We're good. So, so you're playing Persona 3 Portable. Awesome.
Persona 3, Tactics Ogre.
Ogre.
I've been playing some Red Faction, PS1 emulation, baby. It's awesome. I love it. Dude, that is I owned. It's like PS2, I think, is what it is, because PS1, PS2. But I owned that game, and that was like one of the first like action games I was allowed to get, because my parents thought that they were aliens, but they totally were not. It was humans v humans.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I think
All
I
right.
lied probably. I
Probably.
was like, yeah, they're Martians or whatever. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I loved that game. I love the multiplayer. Super underrated multiplayer.
Super underrated.
Yeah, dude. And you could like destroy. I forgot that you could like destroy, just so much in that game. Like you can go through like walls and stuff with
Yeah.
like explosives.
Super
So
cool.
very fun. So I've been playing a little bit of that, and then I also found this is good for us for our Retroids, a Game Boy Advance emulator game. That is Emerald. It's Pokemon Emerald, but they made it roguelike. So
oh yeah, Pokemon.
It's Pokemon. Hold on,
isn't it
Emerald
called
Rogue. It's just
Emerald
called
Rogue. Emerald Rogue. Yeah. I've been wanting to try that out.
It is awesome. It is so fun. It changes again the game. I'll be real. I'm not a huge fan of like roguelikes because I feel like there are a ton that come out.
It's oversaturated.
But I like it when games, and there's another game. I've been playing Hitman as well in the new freelancer mode that came out or whatever. World of Assassination.
Yeah, World of Assassination.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But this game and like Pokemon, like both those games are games that were like fun on its own, and then they added a roguelike element to it. And it just makes the game, it gives it new life to me, where I'm like, okay, cool. Like this is a different way to play this game than I'm used to playing this one way, which is great.
Yeah.
To me, I like that a lot more because, again, I can still play the game the old way, but now there's a new way to play the game and the world that I love.
Yeah, I follow this guy on TikTok that like will detail his entire run, and it's just so fast. I need to play it. It's so fascinating looking to me.
I do just get it. We can play it on our Retroids.
Okay,
it runs very smooth.
Is that what you're doing right now?
I'm using it on my computer, but
Okay.
I literally just put it on
what emulator do you use?
MGBA. Are we allowed to say that?
We're not monetized. Well, who's gonna stop us? We have 30 listeners. We're good.
Okay, but yeah, one day when we reach millions of viewers, allegedly that's what we do.
I don't know who's gonna come to an anime podcast, look for the gaming episode where we mention emulators.
I don't know, but allegedly.
MGBA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. Allegedly. I don't use that stuff. I don't endorse emulation.
Yeah, me neither. Fuck emulation, dude. Fuck. I'd rather pay $200 for a fucking video game that probably doesn't work.
Yeah. That sounds like about right. With like insufficient batteries in the carts that don't last very long. To solder them myself. Thank you.
Stupid. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. On my list, I have a few that I want to play with you. But I'll maybe save those for later. But there is one I haven't played yet for it. Well, I guess I'll talk about it when we get to the.
Okay.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
All right. I'll go.
My bad. What are you doing?
I'm not doing as much as you. Apparently, you're doing the games. So I am slowly continuing my shiny hunt. I'm about 20 hours in total.
Joel, how do you play so many video games? Well, each of those video games gets like 2 to 3 hours. You spent 20 hours catching up Pokemon.
Yes, I did. That's the whole game right there. So it's 20. I guess like 18 hours from starting like on the Sunday before the Friday before last Sunday.
Okay.
So like almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I got my shiny Nidoran. I have a shiny Gloom now and a shiny Nidorino.
Oh, Gloom is cool.
I was walking through right past the Nugget Bridge, which is where you fight those 5 trainers in a row, and the very end's like a Team Rocket guy and Celadon. And I went to the left. And I was like, oh, what spawns down here? And then a shiny Venonat just shows up.
That's great.
Yep.
They're rewarding you, dude. They felt bad for making you catch 490. What was it? 495. Yeah. How many? What was the Pokemon?
Nidoran.
Yeah.
So I got an awesome shiny Venonat, so Venonat looks the same.
Dude, you should just become a streamer, dude.
It has blue eyes, and then when it evolves, Venomoth itself is like bluish looking. Oh, so that's kind of sick. Cool. Yeah, I looked up a lot of the shinies, like which ones I wanted. There's only like a handful that I want now. Like.
Makes sense.
At this point, like I'm trying to get a shiny Hypno right now because they're pink.
Oh,
and that's badass.
That is badass.
So I'm working on
badass, baby.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
That's sick.
Beyond that, I have a poison bug Venomoth. I have a poison ground Nidoking and a poison grass Vileplume. I might as well have a poison team this game.
Yeah, you might as well.
There's so much freaking poison in first generation. It's awful.
It's awesome. It's awesome if you are that.
Yeah. So I'm having a great time with that still. You know,
okay.
Got my 3 shinies so far. Working on a 4th. I'm not really. I'm coming to the point where I'm like, yeah, I should probably start playing the game more and like just go fight the gym leaders and get the badges and then.
You're almost making me want to do it, but I don't think I have the patience.
Shiny hunt
for do shiny stuff like that.
I can show you. It's
No, the fact I literally know for a fact that if you said something took 7 hours of just walking around looking at a Pokemon, do you have to kill it? You have to catch him?
There's no fighting in the wild battles.
So are you saying you caught 495?
Yeah. So
that's what you have to do. So you can't just run away and run away.
So here's how the method works. So the standard, I think I might have explained this on the podcast last time. I'm gonna do it real quick this time. The standard distribution is 1 in 4,096 for a shiny in that game, which is insane, right? As if you do you know what catching streaks are in that game? Okay, so you catch a guy, you keep catching the same guy. If you do it a lot in a row, it's called a streak, right? If you catch something different, then it breaks the streak. So catching 10 Nidorans is a streak of 10. So 1 in 4,096. Once you've caught 10, it goes down to 1 in 1,000. Once you've caught 20, it goes down to 1 in 500. Once you've caught 30, it goes to 1 in 340. Now that can be increased by two more
so you
ways.
got really fucked.
Yeah.
That you did 495.
Yeah, I did. Now it's not done yet. So if you use a lure, you drop it down to 1 in 312. If you have a shiny charm, which is when you catch every Pokemon in the game, which I'm not doing that, then it goes down to 276, I think, or 1 in 270.
Why would you even need to do that if you already caught them all?
That's why I won't do that. It's like asking you to finish the game and then shiny hunt,
like,
which is fine for the end game challenge, but I also don't.
Oh, you mean you don't think? Okay, I thought that you had to collect every single shiny, and that's how you got that.
Oh, no,
That makes no
just
fucking
every
sense.
Pokemon.
Got it. That makes more sense.
So it's like an end game thing to do, you know. Like them guys create living dexes. They're doing it from on top of their flying Charizards or Dragonites, you know. It's only usually when you're super far into the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When you do it earlier, you have less of a chance because you don't have the shiny charm and you probably don't have lures yet.
Yeah.
So
okay,
loving it. Sorry I deviated so hard than that.
Dude, you don't gotta apologize, baby. This was before.
1 in 270 can take 2-3 hours. You know.
I just can't. I can't do it.
Like 2 and 3 hours is nothing. You know, especially if you're like listening to a podcast or watching a show on TV or something. So the other game I've been playing, now that we're out of that depressing bit, is I've been playing Paper Mario on the N64 app on the Switch.
Nice.
Which is just a delightful game.
It is. I started it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
like I started a few weeks ago, and then I just have like a save state that I haven't touched in a while.
Did you ever beat it?
No.
Okay, dude, that is an. I
never played it. This is the first time.
It's not as good as Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo, but it's still pretty dang good.
I have a save state on that too.
Is that on
forever? Yeah,
on
it
your
is.
No,
I think it's on the Switch.
No, Square Enix.
Oh, then it's on my.
It's probably in your.
I don't have it, but
Yeah.
allegedly it might be.
That
on my
game.
Metroid
That game
pocket.
is incredible, also for kind of the same reasons. But Paper Mario is what I love about that game is kind of the way it's segmented into zones, and everything is thematic or elemental in that kind of way.
Yeah.
And so, like,
Yeah.
I like that I get to go to this first area, which is kind of like a mushroom kingdom in like a general looking area. I have to, and then get the star, right? And then I get to go to the desert, you know, and do that. And then I get to go to I think the next place is the haunted house, or maybe I'm wrong. I think it's or the tiny toy box. But everything is so thematically different when you go to do that zone. It's like charming just to look at. You know, like just to see like, oh, that's very charming. Just to even look at it, like not even hear like any of the dialogue, which is, by the way, still good and funny.
Yeah,
still good and funny dialogue. So it's not even charming because of that, but it ends up being more charming. I don't know. The game's really, really fun. It's kind of a bare bones RPG when it comes down to it. Like Paper Mario is even more bare bones than Super Mario RPG, which I think was 2 pieces of equipment in that one, and in this one you get badges, which is just accessories.
You're like,
and
I got a fire badge.
Well, and
you do fire damage.
I do 1 damage,
right?
And I take 1 damage. And that's it.
So it's whoever goes first.
Yeah, I mean, you have more health than the enemies do, but
enemies have you always win.
Enemies have 2 health or 3 health. You know, it's very simple in that term. You know, we're not playing
any other RPG.
Xenoblade Chronicles where you're dropping 300,000 damage on a special. You know,
dude, that's how much you can do in a damage. I mean,
dude, I played a WoW game when I was doing like 2 million damage. WoW got insane.
But sometimes I feel like that's arbitrary because like if the boss has more than 200 million or whatever the fuck you're hitting for, like
yeah,
like that's
weird.
Stupid.
I don't like
it.
I don't like it when numbers get that big.
Stay in the same.
Disgaea does it too.
Yeah, they do.
We start doing like thousands of damage. I don't like the hyper escalation of that. I like it when it's a lot simpler. Like Pokemon to me is a great place. I think where you're doing anywhere between 1 to 200 damage in that range, you know, or someone like 200 health is a lot, right, in that game.
Yeah, I wish I was more into Disgaea. I really tried a lot.
You played the first one though.
Uh-huh.
Play the newer ones.
Okay.
5 is like I think 6 is $18 on Amazon right now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But 6 isn't as good as 5. 5 is like a treasure. Like 5 is fantastic.
Okay, I'll check out which one I have. But
one is an older.
it was just
game.
very complicated because I was like, this is a lot more, because you can do so much.
There's so much,
which is again very cool, but also intimidating for me. I'd have to like watch like someone play it or something first, maybe.
Yeah. Well, Disgaea 1 was like a game with more depth than I think had been out in the market. Like, in a lot of ways, the way you like can go deep into items and weapons and leveling up, you know, like, I think the max level is 9,999 for your characters. It's not 100, it's not 1,000, it's 9,999.
Yeah.
Or something, maybe even higher than that.
I think you're right though. I think it's like
But
around 10,000 or like 9,999.
The game's like, and the game scales all the way up to that. Like, your character stats will keep going up, you know, it's a game that's really built within its complexity.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to go in and learn every freaking system, it's a waste of your damn time.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
But I think that's not your fault, dude. It's just like that's.
Hey, it's for someone. It's very popular.
It's made for like the person that like wants almost too much. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think it's a fantastic game. I got what I got out of it, I think, back in the day. But I don't even think I'd go back to it, man. It's probably too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Am I monologuing too much?
No, that's good.
No.
Dude, I did forget another game I just started last night.
What's up?
Nepenthe.
Excuse you.
Nept. I don't know how to spell it. It's Nepenthe. I think it's THE. Yeah. But it is a game, again, made in RPG Maker. Shocker. Again, I'm doing a lot of research to try to figure out like how to like make some games out of that, and so I've been make some games out of that.
Research.
I've been finding games that people are like, this is amazing, or it's like kind of like a small group of people are like, this is so good, but it's like overwhelming in that group. And so this game, it's actually crazy. It's like hand-drawn work, but it kind of looks like, no offense to the person who made this, but like child drawings to some degree, and it looks so clean. It looks super nice, super awesome. And I was like asking, like I asked on, I guess, the thread, I don't know where I posted it, but I said, how did this person get this artwork in here? Because in my head, RPG Maker was like, it had to be pixels, and this is not a pixel. Nothing is pixel. It's all hand drawn. And so I was just like super blown away. And he responded, and I guess Toby Fox helped work with him on this game.
Oh my goodness! Of course.
But it's no one knows. It's like 67 people have liked it, or like have written a review. It's like very
Nepenthe.
Yeah, Nepenthe.
Oh, what's it about?
It's about a bald guy in a world of chaos. That's literally what it's about. It's like they don't really give you anything, and then the story builds on itself. So,
okay.
And the fighting system is very Undertale. So that's what he said he was inspired by.
Does he have a bucket hat? Does he own a liquor store?
No.
Does he have a mustache?
No. He's just bald guy.
Glasses.
Bald, red shirt.
Is he actually like insanely strong?
He's so strong.
Yeah.
I think he's like in this world.
What did I just describe?
What did you? I wasn't listening.
No, screw off.
What were you describing?
Sakamoto days, but yeah.
I would remember that.
That's why I said is a guy that owns a liquor store, who's retired, who's old, who's bald, who has a bucket hat.
Oh yeah, you're right. Did you read that?
I've read 6 chapters or 5 chapters.
Oh my god, I'm
it's hilarious. I need to keep reading it though.
It's very good.
I just haven't been reading as much.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all the games I'm playing.
Yeah, I think it's basically I updated my wish list, but we can talk about that at the end.
Yeah, I'll talk about that.
News to talk about.
We got this new update.
Okay, I've got one big thing. You said you have 3.
Yeah,
okay.
I got 3. So
I'll
you go
in between. Okay, so
okay, you want me to go first?
Xbox had a presser, or not a presser, but a showcase, right?
Where are we going with this?
What?
Where are we going with this?
No, it's just what happened, and it was
what happened.
To me, it was disappointing. But I'm not a big Xbox guy in the first place, so what ended up happening was the details we ended up getting on games like Forza, like all that's like, okay, it's Forza. We know what Forza is. You know, it's not that Forza's bad. Forza's awesome. It's a known quantity. We know it's gonna be. We know it's gonna get prettier. We know it's gonna have more races. You know, I'm. So when Xbox has a showcase and it's like a pillar, I'm like, okay, you know, nothing against it. Just I know what this is. Now, what they gave more information on was Redfall.
Okay, good. Yeah, good. What we wanted.
Yeah, which is what I want to talk about more. And they also shadow dropped a game called Hi-Fi Rush, which is a rhythm based something.
Oh, that's out already. It's on Xbox. I was thinking about getting that, but then I'm like, Is this going to be good?
Apparently it's decent. Yeah.
Well,
apparently it's
decent
good.
is not good enough for me to play.
I mean, it's free to play.
I don't give a shit.
Okay.
It still needs to be good.
Okay, I hear it's good.
It needs to be good, or it needs to capture my interest, and it has done neither of those.
We're not going to see reviews for it for a couple days because it literally came out to everyone on the same date. Even like reviewers. I want to see reviews on it, but
yeah,
apparently everyone that plays it says it's great. So
that's cool. Okay.
Redfall. You would have to pay me money to be excited for this thing.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah. This thing looks so utterly boring.
I don't even understand the concept. It's just you and like four. So it's like 4 people are hunting vampires and like almost like what's that game? Like the neighbor game.
Oh, it feels like it's like Left 4 Dead.
It's more Left 4 Dead vibe,
but tactical feeling. But yeah, so it's vampires, right?
Yeah,
vampires are the thing, and I think you Hello My Neighbor.
Hello My Neighbor, right? Where it's like
that.
Yeah. Because that's when I was like looking at the trailers and all stuff. That's the more vibe that I got. I was like, okay, this is like, Hello My Neighbor with guns.
It's pretty actiony.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a lot more.
It's pretty actiony. Yeah, and I don't know, man. Like,
so you're not a big fan of Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead's fine. Left 4 Dead.
You don't want to redo. Did you get into the other one?
No, because Back 4 Blood sucked.
Oh yeah,
because Back 4 Blood was a bad game.
I think I might have paid for it on Epic or something.
I paid
I think I have it.
I paid $7 for it for a copy on PS5 and then returned it. That's how much I dislike that game. So
that game is
I like Left 4 Dead, but what Left 4 Dead did, what was it now, 2004 or something like that?
Yeah,
like what it did then is like cool. It was also like almost 20 years ago. Like it's just Left 4 Dead's not.
But
cool.
I kind of miss having like a good like co-op shooter with my buddies.
But it's not Left 4 Dead 2 or 1.
Yeah, I feel like we had a lot of fun with Left 4 Dead 2.
And there's a reason we stopped playing it.
Yeah, we all. I don't know.
It's got
games got better. I don't know.
There's not a lot to it. There's I mean it's a good game, but it's like what 4 or 5 maps.
Yeah.
And then multiplayer.
Yeah.
And those 4 or 5 maps, you can finish a map in an hour and a half, an hour and 10 minutes, even faster than that if you know what you're doing.
True.
That's all the game is. There's, I mean, not a hit on Left 4 Dead 2. Like this is not the point of this. All I am saying is that Redfall looks amazingly boring to me.
I'll be real with you and probably our fans. You have not even described at all. You've not given a real reason of why you're so angry.
Okay, sorry. So the aesthetic looks like it came out of like shovelware. So like the way the graphics look, they don't stand out. They look very stylistically boring. A multiplayer shooter, which means story light, is not what I think Xbox needs right now to really kind of pump blood in its veins. And for being the big thing for this game, it didn't do a good job showcasing, I think, the fun parts of what a multiplayer shooter could be anyway also.
Which are?
I don't know, man. Like more emergent opportunities, better team play. Like it didn't look like that.
We don't even know if we're gonna get any of that stuff yet.
There's a trailer and there's a gameplay demo, like rundown. Like, did you watch it?
No.
Okay.
I didn't watch the rundown.
Okay.
I watched the trailer. But rundown.
The weapons also look like they are just the same old weapons we've always been using. So shotguns and pistols and assault rifles.
Okay.
There's nothing really differentiating it there. I don't know, man. This game looked boring. That's all. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're just saying it looks boring.
It didn't stand out. It was like, oh,
stood out enough for you to be mad about it.
It's bland.
Damn. Think about that, dude.
Yeah.
They got you. You're gonna play it day one.
No, dude.
You're going to.
If I didn't,
it's gonna be game of the year by the end of this.
No.
Can you imagine?
I don't know, man. If a multiplayer game got game of the year for me, that'd be something really important.
I think when Player Unknown Battlegrounds or PUBG did their, what was it? Like it was like the 8 or 12 people thing. Like they had like 8 or 12 people on a team, and it was like one of the most fun experiences I've ever had playing video games with people ever. I feel like that year it would have won for me.
PUBG did win a bunch of Game of the Year awards that year too.
I'm sure.
I think Giant Bomb literally gave the Game of the Year to PUBG.
Yeah, it was great when it first came out.
Oh, I mean,
fantastic,
revolutionary. Battle Royale's coming, and then Fortnite, obviously, but
right, Fortnite doesn't count. But
yeah. What you said something? I was going to say something off it, and I just forgot now.
But
yeah, so
man.
The Xbox, I don't know. What I wanted to talk about was I just think that Xbox is just they need to figure out how to put out a first party game, that like how to build
But
the
isn't
hype
Star
for it.
Citizen gonna be that soon?
Starfield?
Or what? Starfield?
Yeah, I hope. I don't trust Bethesda. That's the problem.
You
Okay.
don't like the story in Skyrim?
No, the story in Skyrim is not why you play Skyrim. Okay.
That's fair.
And beyond that, like, depending on how long you've played Elder Scrolls games, like Skyrim's a step backward from Oblivion.
That is for sure true. Oblivion and honestly, what's the one with the E?
And like, to be honest, Oblivion was kind of a step backward from Morrowind.
Morrowind, that's what I
But-
said. E. Morrowind was so good. You know what sucks though is I try to play that again,
Nowadays,
and it's like really rough.
no, it's I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, like, that's only on pure nostalgia. I think Oblivion
Yeah.
barely holds up, but I gotta be honest, I don't even think Skyrim holds up to today's standards. Like, Skyrim's a pretty pathetic game gameplay wise. It was amazing 12 years ago. Like, I think we all loved playing Skyrim 12
I
years ago.
love Skyrim.
But now that we've played like games that have come out since those 12 years, Skyrim is just
Luke
kind of-
says this, and he's literally next week. And we're like, "What do you guys play?"
Yeah.
He's gonna be like this Skyrim.
I'm not
We
saying I
talking
hate
about
it.
not playing it
I'm
again.
just saying it's not it's not like really a competent game as much as it was thought to be, I think.
Got it.
Like, and let's be honest, like, no one likes level scaling, right? Like, everyone hates that. Yeah.
Do we? I don't know.
I hate
don't
level
mind
scaling
it.
so much. I hate it. ugh.
Hey guys, we all hate it, don't we?
So
I do.
I don't trust Bethesda. And you know what Bethesda's put out in the past 12 years?
Nothing.
Okay. They've put
Fallout
out
46.
no.
Fallout
76.
Oh.
They've put out Fallout 69, is that what you said? Fallout 4, Fallout 76. I don't know if New Vegas should be considered there because that was Obsidian, right? That was someone else.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
So sorry.
Is that why
Fallout.
it's a better game?
Everyone thinks that like New Vegas is like the best one, which
Yeah,
is like
it
not
is.
even Bethesda. It's like
It is the best one, hands
Yeah.
down. Like just like
amazing.
fun. Yeah,
It's
anyway,
amazing.
That's crazy.
They've released Fallout 76, Fallout 4. They've ported Skyrim to PC, to VR, or not PC, VR to Switch, everything and beyond, and that's literally it.
Wow, it's a lot of shit.
No, it's
no,
just
as
Skyrim.
in shit, as in
Yeah,
bad.
it's Skyrim and Fallout 76.
Got it.
It's just
Dude, Fallout 76 was a disaster.
yeah, and apparently it's decent now, but like it's also like a few years late, you know.
Yeah,
So-
it's like after people like don't really care. Like,
Yeah.
there's for sure some diehard fans. I'm sure I'd love it.
Well,
but-
I'm sure there are diehard fans that love it, and like, good for them. But like, that's not them.
yeah,
That's
good
not,
for you guys.
It's not everyone.
If you play Fallout 69, let us know.
Yeah, that's on a different website though than Steam. So
Yeah, it is.
that's my news. That's all I want to say.
I like that. That's good news, dude.
I'm not hopeful for Xbox right now.
So what you're saying is, so the news of the day is Xbox is having a huge dumpster fire.
I
of
don't
games.
know about that.
Well, dude,
I
they
mean,
fucking fired a ton of people from 343.
well, Microsoft fired a bunch of people.
Well,
not
that's
Xbox.
true. That's true.
But also Halo. Also, let's be very clear. Halo Infinite should have been better.
yeah, but
should've
dude,
been better.
firing like the main people is like wild to me.
Well, it was their vision that messed it all up.
You know what's funny? I've listened to like maybe 3 to 4 people talk about this, and 2 of them are so angry that Microsoft did that, and 2 of them think it might save Microsoft.
Yeah, I'm
like, I don't know who to like
Yeah.
believe.
I mean, it's sad when people lose their jobs.
Of
Like,
course.
there's no doubt
Yeah,
about
you don't-
that.
you don't want people to, like, lose their
But
jobs.
like you chose a career path in the entertainment industry, which lives and dies on critical reception.
That is
Like
true.
like that's the career
is
path
true.
you've chosen to go into. Like, you're not forced into it. And so if you're going to be a part of a team that's like not making a great game, and like it seems like that the writing was on the wall for Halo Infinite. Let's be really clear. It was delayed a year after a gameplay demo when they said it was almost done.
Yeah.
Like, they had said, yeah, this is about the final product right here. And then they delayed it a year and it still came out in the state it was. Like, you don't,
not enough.
no
anime
matter
stuff
what,
in it.
no matter what happens with like leadership, because I'm sure there was a lot of meddling leadership in that. Like, the stuff doesn't do well. That's it. You know,
Yeah.
This is the entertainment medium.
Yeah, no, that's a
Like,
good point.
you got to put out the best possible thing. And I'm not sure. I mean, it was a pandemic development, so maybe that
Yeah.
too. But I don't know.
That is true.
I'm not. I'm like happy they got fired, but I'm not
You're
surprised.
happy?
I'm not happy, but I'm not surprised. You know, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Of course they got
Yeah.
fired. The game did not do great.
Yeah, that makes
Xbox
sense.
needs a kick in the pants. That's all.
Yeah, let's kick those bastards in the pants.
Yeah. So what do you have about
Are you ready?
your stories?
I got some good news.
Because I feel like I've been monologuing for the past 25 minutes.
Big mode.
Oh, they're publishing a game.
Video game donkeys publishing company is publishing their first game called Animal Well. And Animal Well it just looks amazing. I feel like I heard someone talk about it today, trying to do a little bit of research on just the game because, again, I heard a little bit about this game when someone did something on games that came out. Was it EA or not EA? E3?
It might have been.
I don't know. It was some convention, and I heard the name Animal Well, saw a little bit of gameplay, and it looks super, super fun, fascinating, different than I've ever seen. And I guess the developers said that they are trying to make a game that is very community based, so that they're putting in things that are like secrets that might never be discovered for years, and they're hoping that the community kind of comes together around and tries to figure out all these deeper things. So you can play the game, but there's like extra stuff hidden in the game that the community itself has to find together. And I'm like, dude, that's sick. And to me, it really shows that video, because there's some people talking. I've also watched a few videos on people talking about Video Game Donkey's company, Big Mode, and how it's going to be something that helps save video games, and then something that helps or does the opposite, and it's like destroying the indie game industry. I feel like those people who are saying that just have beef with Video Game Donkey.
I think people just need to be chill. Don't be an alarmist. Like, relax.
Yeah. It's like it's a guy and his team. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. To me, what this shows is. Because I was rejected by Big Mode.
You didn't.
I finally got the email.
What'd you
send? It was forever.
What'd you send them?
I sent them something with pretty much just me saying, "Hey, I have this great idea for a video game."
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah, they want demos.
I mean, they don't. If I had more to show for it, I might have been at least been like, "Hey, like come back in a little bit." But is what it is. So I am excited. I think that this is a good step forward of being like, this is the kind of games that they are willing to get behind. And I am excited for just indie developing games. And I'm really excited for, again, I think that they're going to produce games kind of like Undertale vibes. And I think like that's going to be the world of like where they live in, like story rich, but also like very unique. And so I'm excited.
Did it have a release date on it at all, or was it?
If they did, I didn't write it down.
It's probably not this year.
I don't think it's this year, but unless it's at the end of this year.
Yeah,
maybe some Christmas game.
Maybe that'd be cool.
I want it.
Yeah.
I hope it's on Switch, and I think it will be. So that would be really nice.
It better be on Switch, dude.
It's a Switch game when I look at it.
It looks like a good like a platforming, like side scrolling, right?
Yeah, and it's like yeah, exactly. That's
I
exactly
want.
I
like Donkey.
Me too.
What's your other story?
All right, Forsaken.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah, that game.
So it has I wrote this down. Is a 3.6 user score and a 66 critic score on Metacritic right now.
Yeah. So Square Enix once again proving that they are bad at developing games.
Dude, insane.
Which is depressing because I really need Final Fantasy 16 to be good.
It won't. No, I'm just playing. It might. I hope it is.
This bullshit that, man, like, I don't know if you've been following Square Enix's like release schedule recently, but like, it's just not been. There's not a lot of wins.
Not a lot of wins.
And the only thing I guess, Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out soon, and I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
But I know it's a known quantity. Like the last one was good, so this one's probably gonna be good too.
Wait, did they do the Tactics Ogre though? Also, were they the?
Yeah, it's a remake.
Yeah,
yeah.
But technically, that's.
I don't know what studio Square. I mean, Square Enix is huge, dude.
Yeah.
I don't.
But
yeah, it was them, but I don't know if that was like whatever.
Right, if like they were yeah, they could have outsourced it or whatever. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I feel like they've been hitting or missing, and it's crazy because like Forsaken looks good. Like when I watch people play it, I'm like, it looks really clean. It looks nice, but then I don't know, like the combat system feels very janky and weird. And then I feel like a lot of people are like showing like images of like, it looks cool in some areas, but overall the whole game feels very empty, almost like, like Pokemon.
Yep.
So
I heard the parkour system's cool. I heard like movement's rad.
I mean, dude, there's times where people are doing some fights and I'm like, this looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
So, but they say it's more so like, again, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Like it's not really a deep fleshed out system. It's very like linear. It just kind of circulates or whatever.
I hear the story is kind of like super generic and boring and cringy.
And the
the dialogue is awful. Holy
horrible.
Shit, dude. That is a rough sounding cast. I do not know if they must have gotten some cheap talent. Like it sounds bad.
It's not good.
Yeah,
and it just the lines were written like really weird.
I shouldn't say cheap talent. I should say whoever the VO guy is gotta get fired. That was bad shit.
Hey,
dude.
yo, fire that guy.
Whoever did the dub, there you go.
Don't fire that guy. Give him a second chance. Maybe this is his first time.
No,
if this is his second time, fucking fire that guy.
Move him to HR and then get a new guy.
Move him to HR.
Yeah, let people go to die.
Oh,
go to HR. I don't know. Yeah, first I'm bummed.
Yeah, I'm bummed too.
Because it is a Sony or it's a PlayStation exclusive. You know, like it's only on.
No, it's on PC.
Is it on PC?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nice try,
it's on Series X though.
I don't know what that means.
So it's not even an exclusive game. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm bummed because the PS5 like usually they deliver these solid first player, but this is Square Enix and it's PC also. So
yeah, that's
fair.
Yeah,
I want it. I'll buy it eventually. When it's like on deep discount or something. If it like
I'll buy it when it's $6.
It was the same way, like Callisto Protocol. Like I just don't have the money to spend $70 on Callisto Protocol or $70 on Forsaken.
And it sucks, dude.
And it's like, dang, but like
Callisto Protocol's bad.
No, actually, that's not what I've heard. But I heard it's not Dead Space.
It's not Dead Space, and Dead Space came out. So like, why would you play it? I actually was so bewildered when they were like, "We're redoing Dead Space," and then literally there was 2 or 3 games that looked exactly like Dead Space that were coming out, and I'm like.
Callisto's different though. I think just in terms of how it does the actual story, how it does actual gameplay. Like there's not even, like the combat system in Callisto is way different than Dead Space's.
This is true.
You have that
it's
weird.
Not as combat heavy.
Well, it's brawler focused more than gun focused, which is only what Dead Space is. Like you don't try and kill stuff with your hands in Dead Space.
Right. So yeah, I mean okay,
but
not worth it for me. I watched little Markiplier play it, and. That's it for me. Yeah, that's all I need. I don't need to play that.
Right. It's like I would never spend $70, but would I spend 20 or 30? Probably.
Nah.
No.
But
would I spend 12 or 15? Yeah, definitely.
I'd play it for free if it was on something like Xbox Pass. For sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I get you.
Because I just think there's just better horror games. I think there's just better, especially now that Dead Space again it came out. Like I can just play that. I can play. It looks much better. I watched a little bit of Markiplier and a few other people play that.
What doesn't that look insanely
and
pretty?
I'm just like, God, I want to play this with Luke. I kind of paused.
Doesn't it look so insanely pretty?
It looks so good.
We should play it together. Yep.
Yeah, you should. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Forspoken, whatever. Get out of
here.
I don't. It sucks, but
yeah.
At the same time, I felt like the writing was on the wall with this one. Like when the demo came out, everyone was like, "Oh, I don't know about this," and it turns out they were right. So
yeah. And the last little bit is kind of talked about at the end of the game I'm playing. So Hitman, released their
World of Assassination.
World of Assassinations, which allows you to have a roguelike mode where you can, pretty much you start off with nothing. You have to fight a syndicate. A ton of, I feel like, money and literally like actual art direction went into the trailer for it.
Dude,
it's insane.
The team that makes this game is a bunch of like people that are passionate about it, and you can tell.
Dude, you can totally. Well, what's crazy to me is I know people had some beef with like Hitman 3, and I'll be honest. I had the same amount of beef where it's like, this should not be $60 because it was literally like 4 or 5 maps, or maybe it was 6.
All 3 games were published under different companies.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I guess then.
So
I guess that makes sense.
It's I'm only throwing it out there now, and that's why the third game was published under themselves. Like they were able to self-publish with the money they had made from the other games.
Got it.
To make the reason it's been so terrible, like with these things, like this doesn't connect well to this game, this one, is because of the publishing issues. And so like World of Assassination is like super important because they're finally bringing all of their product together.
Yes.
In one beautiful, insanely like big dense package.
Yeah, it's awesome. I literally have been playing, like that's kind of, I'm gonna probably play some tonight. Like that is what I've been playing the most of because it is so addicting. It's so addicting to have, again, this is what I'm talking about, like roguelikes. Oh, here we go, another fucking roguelike. But
when it's done well as an option like this,
dude, It's so fun. Like I don't give a shit because you can like customize your whole house. Like you get different levels, and they're like, oh, you get rooms that are unlocked, and like some of those rooms have like weapons that you can just take with you, you know. But you have like a carry weight system, so you can't just take whatever you want. Like any guns or weapons that you can get in the in the wild, and like on the mission or whatever. If you bring back, like you get to keep forever, and anything you die with, you lose it forever. But if anything you leave stored there, you get to keep it. So. It's very, very awesome. And like the fact that it's also you get put in random locations. Sometimes you're literally like in a place. Sometimes the game super fucks you. And like, but like you'll get put into a hostile area, and you're like, I have no guns, and I have to get the fuck out of here, and like and not alert people and stuff, and so you have to come up with new ways, and like all of the people who you're assassinating are just random NPCs. So, and I haven't played it enough to know if it's just every single time it's completely random, which I think it is. There was one time I played a mission that one person was the same, and because it was killed two people, one person I felt like was the same person, but maybe it wasn't, and then the other person wasn't. So then I was like, well, maybe it wasn't, because I died before I could get to them.
Fair enough.
But it's great. It's good. It's again. I would say Xbox Pass, you have it. It's for you. So you could play it on your Steam, or if you just on the PC.
Yeah,
if you ever wanted that.
I could do that, yeah.
But
I might do that.
So good. Super worth it. I'd say everyone try it out. It is so fun. I also, though, it feels, again, it's like the whole Dark Souls is just roguelike. It is so infuriating when you like mess up and then you have to like start all over again, or like you lose like good.
That's the nature of roguelikes,
equipment.
huh?
But no, it is right. Yeah. So
like, that's like a bummer when you have the perfect roll and you get killed out of RNG. Like just some dumb random thing kills you.
Dude, I got a silence because you don't start off with a silence pistol. They give you like just a basic pistol, and I'm like, I forgot how much of this game I'm kind of like getting into a corner and then going poof, and just shooting someone in the head, and they're like, who did that? I'm like, oh, who the fuck did that? But you can't, if you do a gunshot, they everyone hears it and goes, it was that guy.
Definitely that guy. Even if they're like not even looking at you, they definitely know it's you.
There's one time I made it like pretty far because I had unlocked like a silencer pistol, and then I lost it, and I just remember being like, I'm gonna have to start, and I have not done really good since.
Really? Oh, that's hilarious.
But it's very fun, and they allow you to play very customizable. So like there's different, you get extra points or money, whatever, Mercers I think is what they call it, for like doing separate objectives in the game itself. And some of them are like, hey, you very espionage or like silent assassin. Some are like, go in there fucking guns blazing. It's like you'll get an extra like $2,000 if you shoot 3 people with an assault rifle, like guards or whatever, right? Okay. And you're like, okay, so you have to like choose kind of the styles that you want to play.
Interesting.
It's very
cool.
That's
awesome. Now I need to figure out how to get this on PS5 right now, because I want to do this on PS5.
Yeah.
But do I buy Hitman 3 and then just have it all?
I think so. Why don't you just buy it digitally?
I don't like digital.
I don't care.
Okay. That's not your problem. It's my problem.
I don't know. I guess so. I think if you just buy it, like it has to be like a patch, right? Look into that before you do that. But there's no way they're going to re-release the disc. That's fucking stupid.
I mean, maybe. There's only one Hitman on PS5 technically.
It's Hitman 3.
Yeah. It's the only physical release, I mean.
There's no way, dude. There's no way.
Wouldn't that be cool to have that on disc?
It wouldn't. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It's Hitman 3.
Yeah. I want to play it. I'm honestly, I'm actually excited to I'm like itching to play it right now as you talk about it.
Hell yeah, dude.
The way I love, so here's the deal. The first Hitman was good. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it with some of the things they did in it, but it was good.
Like Blood Money? Was that the second one?
No, Hitman 2. I'm talking about just this new trilogy.
Yeah.
Hitman 2
yes.
was money. Like just butter on bread, peanut butter and jelly on toasted like white bread. It was tasty, fun, delicious, perfect game.
Perfect.
No complaints. And it has one of the best tutorial levels ever, to be honest.
It does.
On the beach or whatever right there in that house, such an amazing tutorial level.
I play the level a lot. Well, the thing I love about the game too, before Freelancer, because Freelancer is almost like a computer generated that adds an extra element of the thing where it's like anyone could make a map and then make random people like your assassinated targets, so you could do that. That was always a thing that people could do. They could make custom maps, so you can play them. But this is just this times like a million to me. So, yeah.
Well, that's the end of the news segment then, yeah?
That's it.
Okay.
So now
Just-
I'm gonna put something in there. Hopefully, watch
Okay.
me not though.
Yeah,
Watch me not.
I hope that just peaks everyone's headphones, and then we can keep going on. What are you looking forward to? Right?
Dying.
So I narrowed it down to 3 games for
Thanks for
myself.
acknowledging that. Like,
You're fine. I'm narrowed down to 3. Narrowed down to 3. Should I go first?
you're fine.
You're fine.
Do you want to go first? Well, we do. How many games you got?
3.
I got 3 too. So
I
why
could
don't you
do
go boom,
4.
boom, 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 boom?
Okay.
Okay, I could do 5. Go again, bitch. Go and say another one. Can you do 6?
I could probably do 9 or 10.
I could do 25.
No, you
I can do
couldn't.
Infinity.
Okay, my goodness. Octopath Traveler 2.
Okay.
It's the best Switch game that came out the year it came out, which is 2018, I think. Amazing RPG. I loved it to death. Put a good 70, 80 hours in that game. Didn't even beat the super boss. Well, I did beat the super boss in the end with some help, but the sequel to it's supposed to be more of the same. That's all I want. Very excited for that. That's next month or March, one of the two. It's already February if you're listening to this, I guess, but that's my first one. What about you?
My first one
No,
is Knuckle Sandwich.
Shut up.
Developed
It's
by
a real thing?
Andy Brophy, published by Andy Brophy, but also Super Hot Presents, which is the people who made Super Hot.
Oh,
But this is an RPG, and it is pretty much like Earthbound. It has very much It's not pretty much Earthbound. I'm very sorry. That is an unfair thing to say. It has Earthbound elements. I'm sure it was inspired by Earthbound. And it looks very funny, but it also looks like it has some really interesting game mechanics that I feel like I haven't seen in an RPG in a while. Kind of like when Undertale came out and it was like, oh, look at this kind of fun bullet hell, like different system in this RPG. I feel like this might be something unique as well. And it's for sure piqued my interest a lot.
is it on Steam only or is it?
It's going to be, I think, everywhere. I think it might be on the Switch too.
Cool.
So if it's on the Switch, for sure,
I guess
get that.
it is super hot. So, I mean,
Yeah.
the guys that did that, right? So,
Yeah.
That's
But they've been
everywhere.
producing, I think, a lot. I didn't realize that they made their own company, but they did.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
cool.
really cool.
I like to hear that. I mean, Super Hot's amazing. I think
It
Super
was
Hot's
so good when it came out. And the
It's-
VR one was sick.
Oh my gosh, that game is an experience. My next.
Just kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
So my second game is probably
yeah.
the game I'm the most anticipated for this whole year, and I don't think that'll change unless Way of the Ronin comes out this year, which I don't think is going to happen. But same developer, Wolong Fallen Dynasty, which is Team Ninja's next game, which comes out next month.
Yeah.
Or this month, depending on when you listen to this. No matter what's going to be this month, I lied, huh? It comes out this month. It's Neo.
It's Neo.
It's another Neo game.
Yeah.
Same developers, I mean, and it looks like it has more jumping, like kind of how Sekiro has. But I think it's going to be kind of a parry system as well. It's more based on Sekiro as well. But it's supposed
Might
to
be cool. Honestly, this might be the game that gets me into Neo.
Yeah, but if it still does the same gear stuff that they've been doing from Neo, I'm so deep into this. It's not even funny. It's like got a lot of like Chinese historical figures too. Like Lu Bu is a bad guy in it. That's awesome.
I'm not going to pretend like I know who that
That's
is.
just Dynasty Warriors stuff.
Okay.
Dynasty Warriors. If you grew up on Dynasty Warriors,
Yeah.
Lu Bu was terrifying because he was the super boss.
Got it.
If you
Okay.
didn't grow up on Dynasty Warriors, then it means nothing to you. But it's just I'm very, very excited for this game. I could not. I mean, I think I've probably talked about Neo and Neo likes like Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, right? I've talked about those enough to like get my point across. I love that system and I love that feel. The way that Neo feels, I wish more games felt that way.
Feels good, man.
It's one of the better like I know it's supposed to be called a Souls-like a lot. It doesn't feel like one once you play it because like Neo is arcade more arcadey, like it's level based. It's not based on like an open world. So you just have missions you do.
Yeah.
And so
Lame.
I like it a lot. Like it's like with the loot grind in there too. It's just chef's kiss.
I love fucking wasting my time grinding for shit.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to grind in that one at all. They give you enough gear in the missions to keep going.
God damn it.
You do some side missions for
God
some
damn it,
special stuff
video
if you want,
games.
but it's a game with complexity and depth.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not.
Neo. Yeah.
I'm playing.
Yeah. It's got a
I'm just
lot.
kidding.
Like the stance system in Neo is.
It's not Dark Souls, so it sucks.
I mean, here's what I'll say about Dark Souls. It's not Neo, so it sucks.
It's not.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
not
good.
true.
I cut you
It's not
off.
true.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Oh
What are you
man.
gonna say?
I was gonna say. I actually was just goofing. I don't know. I don't know shit about
Yeah,
Neo. I haven't.
yeah.
I played it. It wasn't Dark Souls after I've been playing Dark Souls, and so I returned it. That was all.
It's not everyone's cup of tea, and
I just didn't give it a fair shot.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I didn't really know how to play. I didn't figure out the time. I literally played. I don't even know if I got to a first boss. I might have, but I just played enough to where I was like, this does not feel like Dark Souls, and I need it. I returned it before I played 2 hours.
I think that's the sad part is that like people think it's gonna be like Dark Souls because that's how it's advertised, and it's like no, it feels a lot more to me like Devil May Cry than Dark Souls in a lot of ways, just because it's a combo based system.
Doesn't help me. I have not played those games.
Yeah,
either.
I know, but it does maintain a lot of the Dark Souls trappings of like, hey, if you die, you get your souls. You know, hey, there's a bonfire like system. You know, and there's a summon. You can summon in visitors to help you.
touch a lamp.
It's very it's a shrine, but it's very similar to Dark Souls in a lot of the trappings. Just the way the game feels, though, like the actual game feel of the character, that does not feel like Dark Souls at all.
Yeah,
combat doesn't feel that way. Yeah, excellent game. That's all.
Cool.
What's your second most? There's the next game on your list.
Anticipation, The Plucky Squire.
RPG Maker game?
Developer, nope. All Possible Futures. Publisher is Devolver Digital.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So this game is a game that blends 2D and 3D, supposedly very seamlessly. So it was at I don't know where. So the trailer for it is you're playing like this 2D thing, and it looks one way, and then you jump out of this drawing, and then you're in 3D, and then you're going through the game, and it's switching from 3D to 2D, like
a little like a little Fezzy in like a way, like Fez, like how Fez has that weird like you can alternate the plane. What? No, you're saying actual 3D movement.
It's like actual. So you're actually like 3D blocks. So it'd be like if you would go from Link, like the first Link,
like Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time,
and then the new one that they just did.
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
No. The new like you know how they just like remastered.
Link's Awakening.
So if you played a Link's Awakening unremastered and Link's Awakening remastered.
Are you saying it goes from pixelation to 3D?
Yeah.
And back to pixelation? So not 2D.
It is 2D. I'm sorry. Look up a fucking trailer. God damn it.
So let me reiterate this. You're saying it has a 3D camera you can move around?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. I'll look this up.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The Plucky
Butthole?
Squire.
Plucky
The
Squire.
Plucky Butthole.
Okay.
The Plucky Squire. No, it just looks
It's
super
2D.
unique. To me.
Unique.
New York.
What's it going to release on? And when is it coming out?
That I don't know. I probably should have written that down.
Okay.
It's this year. It's soon, I think.
Plucky Squire. That's if you look up the word plucky, it's cute looking.
It's very cute, but then it also like look. So
oh geez, that's like
so that's how it starts. It starts all like that.
Oh, that's really.
And then it jumps like keep going, and then it jumps into like the.
That's really striking too.
It's so nice. It's like on a book.
The storybook setting look.
Dude, it's so cool. And they're like, oh yeah, and like a lot of the game is on this, and they're like,
what is a Punch Out thing?
Oh, kind of, yeah. I mean, it's like again, it supposedly has a lot of different elements, and then this shit, and then it just jumps.
That is wild.
Doesn't that look
dude.
insane? Like, who fucking is making this game? It looks so gorgeous, and it's on a Switch. Like, give me it. So that that might have been on the top of my list.
Devolver Digital. This looks really cool. Like
so cool.
Oh my!
It has so many different game types to it too. So
what's the release date? I want to see this. It doesn't have a release date.
I don't think it does. Yeah. So that honestly is number one. I'm switching them. That one for me is the one I'm the most excited for. Truly, it looks like nothing I've ever played before, so I'm very excited.
For those unaware, this game is being made by James Turner's new animation studio. Him being a former Game Freak employee who worked on the Pokemon series.
That is fucking very cool. That actually kind of makes sense from the 2D standpoint. I'm like, it has that kind of feel.
It's clean looking though. That looks real cool.
Clean. So cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I had a hard time picking between two.
Why don't you say them both, you little bitch?
So Resident Evil 4 is getting remade. That'll be fast. Yeah. I'm very excited for that. I've loved the way they've done 2 and 3. So 4 makes sense that we're here. So I'm
ready for it.
I want to see it. That and Dead Space are like the returns of horror giants, you know, and it's like great, bring them back to the modern stage. I'm so excited. So that's one. And the other one's called Atomic Heart. which is a Russian studio doing.
I very much want to see Atomic Heart.
Yeah, I want to see a lot of gameplay from this because it looks.
A lot of people are saying that it's Russian propaganda.
I mean,
have you seen the comments on those things? People are so wild.
Well, I believe in Russia, the video game developers are funded by the state.
Yeah,
so
it would make sense.
I think that, like, I'm sure there's some
like any game that you're gonna play that's not from a country of yours is gonna have a different worldview, and different opinion.
That being said, dude, Atomic Heart looks striking.
It looks so striking.
Yeah,
striking.
It's like BioShock. I say striking a lot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said it and it just didn't feel natural. It looks sexy as fuck,
This
dude.
looks very good.
Sexy as fuck.
Atomic Heart looks really, really good. It's supposed to be like BioShock, but in like an alternate Soviet Russia kind of sci-fi intense, like it's weird dystopian society looking thing. I don't know what to call it, but it looks rad. It looks rad. And I want to play it real bad.
Me too.
So I feel like I haven't played a game like BioShock since BioShock.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like the game that's like maybe Wolfenstein a little bit feels like BioShock.
I was gonna say Wolfenstein when I played that felt very BioShocky, almost enough to where I didn't finish the game.
I didn't like Wolfenstein as much, to be honest. But
like it's very fun, but I don't know.
Also, where the hell is Wolfenstein 3? Like that's
I don't know. Give it to me, man.
Like Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus, I think it was 2018.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they had the co-op one that kind of flopped a little bit.
No, yeah, people didn't love it as much.
It's on Switch, you know that?
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like that's
I almost thought about trying it out.
Yeah?
But
you should, bro.
It's only good for 2 people. It's not good for like a single player game.
Oh, okay. Well, then you should.
Yeah. But like if it went on deep discount and like I was like, hey, I'll pay for your copy and mine, please. Can we try this out? You know?
The answer is yes.
Maybe we do that. So
we do that.
Yeah. There's more games I'm anticipating, but I'll save it for another episode.
Sure.
Yeah.
My last one is just gonna be obviously the Hogwarts Legacy.
Are you gonna play it?
So Stephanie really wants to play it.
Okay.
And I'll be real with you guys. This is the first time in my life. No, just kidding, not my life, but the first time in a really long time where the requirements I think are a little bit above what my computer can handle. And I was like, God damn it. Like it happened. Like I think they're like minimums like a 210 and I have like a 1070 or some shit. So I have to double check. I'm sure that there's some things I can do to kind of make it whatever. But something I kind of want to talk about this game is that I found out there's no morality system.
Yeah.
It's to me, that's so stupid.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
I don't think that I do. That's not what that game's going for. Like you are a preset character in that game, basically. Like you create how you look, but
you look, but you also get put into different houses. It's not like it's not a preset character in the sense of, oh, I'm just going to be like, I'm sure that each place that you go to has totally different like stories. It would make no sense to be like, I'm a Ravenclaw, but I'm doing the same exact thing as everyone else.
Sure.
Blah, 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 blah.
Now, I think there's going to be some variance based on the house you're in with like certain characters you can talk to or certain like side quests you can get.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're saying like the main quest,
like and I want to be clear, like just because you're in Slytherin doesn't make you evil, you know. But I don't like you are given a mission. Who you are in that game to go do something. You have a purpose and you have a relationship with a company that's having you go and do this. Like you aren't some guy making your name in Harry Potter's Wizarding World. You're not doing that. You're on a task. So like to me, if you're already going to be pushed in that direction as like a child, I don't know if a morality system would make much sense. I think you're only 16 in this game.
Yeah, I mean, because fucking 16-year-olds can't 15. Be good or bad.
I don't think it's the same as Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I mean, that's true,
Cole
but you can still get. They did say that the 3 unspoken spells or whatever that you're not supposed to do or curses, you can learn, and so you can kill people in this game, and then it doesn't do anything. Well, the only consequence that you have is people going.
I will say this is also like 200 years before the events of Harry Potter, which like spells weren't seen the same way, so that could be explained away that way.
Sure,
I don't know about, or it's not 200 years. It's like a bunch of years before all this happened, though.
I think having a game that is like, and it is, I know that there's a main story, but this is very much like GTA in the sense of, check it out. You're a character, run around, being able to do anything you want.
You can't just fire spells at anybody you want, though.
I think you can.
No, you can't.
There's no way.
It's not like that. You can't just
There's
like go
no
and
way
knock
that
out.
you can't do. Yeah, dude, 100% you can.
No. What trailers are you watching?
What do you mean?
You can't just go into Hogsmeade and start fights and killing people.
Probably. Why not? Why not?
I think they probably give him a safe zones and not let you do that.
Well, sure, it's probably like Skyrim. Like there's some unkillable characters in Skyrim and stuff, but I think that just like just Jerry walking down the fucking like school mat, I could kill Jerry.
I don't think you can.
I could go.
This game is a lot more focused than this. Than
No,
I think.
I don't think so.
It's not even that big of an open world.
It is.
No, it's kind
it's fucking huge.
No, it's kind of small.
Well,
like there's a lot of like open water, sure, and like you see that stretch, that's the whole game. It's like a third or a quarter the size of like a Witcher level.
Interesting.
It's like really dense, apparently. So
who knows? Maybe it's not as good.
I don't think it's a GTA clone. That's what I'm gonna say. I think it's more of an Assassin's Creed thing.
Okay, that's fair.
But like Assassin's Creed's, that's a bad example because you can kill whoever you want. Well, that's not true. You can try.
I honestly think you can kill whoever you want.
We'll see when it comes out because
we'll
Becca's gonna play it too.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna play it too. But maybe we should just have Becca or Steph come over and I come over here and then they just play it all night.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
We'll just take care of the kid or something.
Yeah, or my parents can.
Oh my gosh, that'd be even better.
And then we just have a game night.
Dude, what's the release date for Harry Potter?
As he looks this up, welcome to our normal daily lives. No, I mean, I there's a lot of games that I'm excited to play about, but those are the main ones, and I believe it comes out in March.
No, it's this month. It's February. It's February. It's 9 days.
9 days.
So 9 days from now, we have to figure this out.
In 9 days.
Hey, if you got someone that can watch if you want to have someone watch the kid, that'd be fun. But otherwise, we could also watch the kid.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I just don't know if you're gonna buy it or if you plan on buying it.
I don't right now because I have no money. But
then so Steph probably would want to see it then, or see Becca play it then.
Yeah.
No, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Otherwise, that's it for the game segment. You gotta let us know if you guys liked this. Was this worth listening to us banter for over an hour?
Yeah. Was it fun?
Yeah.
Was it cool?
Was it rad?
Do you like it?
Was it chill?
Should we do something different?
Are you hot?
Are you hot?
Are you bothered?
Are you cold? Are you yes?
Are you no?
There you go. You got me, dog.
Let us know what you guys think of this episode and that weird bit we just did. Stupid.
We're awesome YouTubers.
No,
or podcasters. Yeah. We're podcasters first, YouTubers second. So fuck off.
No,
YouTube.
we're called what are we called? What's the word? We're influencers. There we are. We're influencers. Back off.
Influenza.
You petty humans. Think you're better than us for being rich. Back off. We'll kill you. We're done. I hate this podcast. I'm just kidding. Should we redo this? I don't know. We're keeping this in, huh? This is definitely going to go live.
Join us next week when Luke has another emotional breakdown.
Seizure.
Seizure. Jesus Christ.
Instagram, YouTube. We have been picking up a YouTube followers crowd. So go and subscribe on our YouTube account.
YouTube.
I can't get words out straight. Instagram, obviously, comment, follow, like our posts, interact with us. So, we would love to get some more traction. If you guys can help us get there, that's all we want.
Share us with your friends. If you have people who like anime in your life, be like, hey, you should listen to these asshats talk about something, and you might laugh a little bit. Yeah.
And we love you, though, for listening, and hope to hear from you guys at some point. And we'll check in with you next Tuesday with our anime episode, huh?
Yeah, I love you guys.
Here you go. Here's a Pokemon for you.
Oh, wait.
Vavilion.
Huh?
Vavilion.
Huh?
Vavilion.
Huh?